Let me get your opinion.
Okay.
What do you think about starting a new business and running a new business by yourself? Like if you wanted to go out and open up a hair salon or a nail salon by yourself. You don't know anybody else who's done it. You just have this want, this passion, this desire to do it. How do you think it would go?
Do you have any business knowledge to begin with?
No.
Probably not too well. Probably not too well if you're just trying to wing it and do it by yourself without asking for any kind of advice, help, anything. I think you might not get the results that you're hoping for.
So I had this idea pop into my head the other day, and it was looking at starting a YouTube channel from the same perspective as starting a business and doing it by yourself with no prior experience and no one to talk to about it.
Oh, now that we're in YouTube, I would never do that again. That's how we started. I would not do that now.
I mean, we had a little bit of knowledge from some people, and I always mess with YouTube. Like, you and I made videos, like, I don't know, this had to be 2010, because we were making car videos.
Oh, that's true.
You know, it's from, like, and before that, like, I mess with it, but, you know, we've learned a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, I'm looking at it from the perspective of, it is a great opportunity. A lot of people talk about it. Some people will even give it a shot. But to do it, much like running a business, starting a business and trying to be successful, there's little things that you will never know. And unfortunately, with a business, the things that the unknown unknowns can put you out of business.
Yeah.
The unknown unknowns with YouTube could, you know, kind of hurt your channel or take away motivation, and the fire will burn out. I don't think it will ruin the channel. But one of the unknown unknowns is the fact that going viral could kind of ruin the channel.
Yeah, there's that. You go viral for the wrong reasons or the wrong video. So
in essence, you always have to make a video that you want to make.
Yes.
You can never make a video that you don't want to make, because that'll be the one. That'll be
the one that goes buck wild.
But to offer that community in business, these opportunities exist from, like, different organizations and associations. You and I have sat through so many different meetings and groups and sessions, seminars, like, to try and help you with your business. But the beauty of YouTube, in my perspective, is, like, if you're just going to get out and press record, your only possible loss is time.
Yeah.
There's infinite upside, theoretically, as long as you don't read the comments.
Yeah.
But with business, your downside includes the loss of your investment. It could mean the loss of your house. It could mean the loss of your ability to pay your bills. So YouTube has tremendous upside. But a lot of my conversations will go towards YouTube theory, algorithm, strategy, do's and don'ts, best practices. So I wanted to put that out there for others to have these discussions and conversations, which we have had some before, but I haven't necessarily made content specifically targeted for that type of conversation.
That's true.
So if you want to have that conversation and you're starting a YouTube channel or growing a YouTube channel or potentially looking to repair a YouTube channel, or you want to start a YouTube channel, then by all means, feel free to reach out. We've got a fair amount of experience in this world. Is it a game? You say in this game? Is it in this game, in this world?
It might not be a game to the creators, but it is a game to the platform. So
I listened to, a little bit to Colin and Samir talking to Emma Chamberlain, and I don't know if she specifically said game, but I think she was kind of alluding to what she knew and knows and has experienced. And why she's not necessarily really doing it anymore.
I was about to say, she's not really on the platform like she used to be. But
And
it did help. The platform did help her get to the point where she's on the red carpet interviewing people. Like,
but then she changed her style, her content, her flow a little bit, but she was like, that's not me.
yeah,
That's not me.
yeah.
And real quick, who was the voice that you found out was the motorcycle from the Transformers movie? What was her name?
Liza Yoshi? No, Liza. I can't think of her last name, but she's freaking hilarious. I love her on YouTube.
And she kind of got started on YouTube.
She did.
And she's in movies now.
She's in movies now. I love her. Liza. Oh, I can't think of her last name to
So
save my
I think
life.
the cool part about it is that the doors that it could open, the opportunities that it can create, the new skills that you can acquire by learning.
Liza Koshy, that's her name.
By learning. Now Liza Koshy was on somebody's podcast. It might have been Colin and Samir as well. And she was talking about why she's not on YouTube anymore.
She grew a fan base of 25 million subscribers between YouTube and Vine. Because she was on Vine also, which is where I saw her. And then we started watching her on YouTube. And she's just
the first time I
hilarious.
saw her was on a podcast. And she was talking about why she's kind of not on YouTube anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess there's a season, and for some, the season's gonna last longer than others, and then they move on to something different.
She's probably the one creator that I have seen that I was like, I want to be her best friend so badly. Like, there's other creators I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if we met, but there's not really anybody that I was like, we should move and live closer to this person so we could be besties. But Liza Koshy, because she makes the faces I make, she makes the same stupid jokes I make. I think she's hilarious, which I don't know if that says I think I'm hilarious, but she cracks me up.
I think that that's good. I think that if your audience is watching and they have that feeling that you put inside of them of happiness and humor and laughter, but then they also say, man, we should be friends.
Yeah. But not like the stalkerish kind of friends. We're not going to go that far.
Yeah. Don't do that.
We're not going to do that one.
But yeah, the first time I saw her, she was on a podcast talking about that. And I don't think she ever really made a video like I quit YouTube or anything like that to exploit that keyword. But your time there, you did your time, and now it's time to do something else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anybody wants to look her up, look up Liza Koshy and chocolate cake. There's this whole video where she's like, I'm not gonna eat this chocolate cake, and then she likes to eat the entire chocolate cake. It's just really funny.
Is that on? That's a YouTube video.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
So she progressed from Vine to YouTube to movies.
Yeah.
So do we see a progression from YouTube to blank to blank? Like, what does that future look like?
I don't know, and it's always weird to me when I see somebody progress to movies, my brain then goes, well, were they really them on the other platform, or was that acting and that's how they got into acting in the movies? I don't want that to be the case. I want Liza Koshy to be Liza Koshy. I need her to be exactly who she is on YouTube, and because she was amazing, they were like, you can do this, just be you over here.
But what if she's just considered a natural? And then
like Ryan Reynolds?
And then therefore, you're not acting. You're just a natural.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, and this is random. This is completely random. But I had this idea.
Okay.
And tell me what you think about this idea.
Okay. It's
the reverse interview.
Where I tell you what I think of you or something, and then you ask me what kind of question that is? Or
no,
what?
It was the reverse interview.
Reverse interview.
So instead of you having a particular person host or team or podcast bringing in guests to interview them, you have one person who's relatively interesting. But you bring in different people to ask them different questions that they think of, to further dive into whoever this person is, to learn more about them than them ask other people questions.
Well, technically you could do that. You could be the main person, but you give a month ahead of time. You say, hey, I'm going to have so-and-so here in a month.
Okay, so
subscribers or viewers, send me your questions. That way we can compile.
No, you're right. You basically just described an AMA or a Q&A.
Yeah.
So the audience sends in the Q&A.
Yeah.
But I think it would actually be cool
if they get a video send in. Like, what if they sent in a video of them asking the question, and they could then be in your video? It gets them like, let's say they're part of your channel memberships or your Patreon or your whatever else, and so they get that first dibs on being in a video kind of thing, and so then they get to video submit a question for whoever you have coming on.
That's really good. That's really good. You could probably pull it off on like a Zoom too.
Yeah.
Because everybody can be present, and then they have an ability to talk in the Zoom. That's a good idea. And also, the Patreon is up, link down below in the description. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye.